Maybe. There we go.
Welcome to the Sip List, the podcast where we drink wine and count down our top 5 favorites of all the things. The Sip List does contain spoilers as well as explicit content, so please keep this in mind as you're listening at work, in your car, with your kids, wherever. The Sip List does not claim ownership of any sound clips used in this episode, as any clips are owned by the original copyright holders. Thank you and enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Sip List. I don't know why I said it like that. This is the podcast where we... What is wrong with my voice? Oh my god.
Calm down.
Okay, I apologize. This is the Sip List.
How many edibles have you had?
I haven't had any. My dealer's not returning my texts. I've had a Chardonnay. What of it? I have not had a Chardonnay. Chardonnay's nasty.
That does not surprise me with you.
What?
Yeah. Speaking of which, guess what I watched on Netflix last night?
What?
Tony versus Amber.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it ended.
Yeah, we watched it live, so.
I watched the live feed, so yeah.
We were there. We got it. I wish we had been there. Anyway, welcome everybody. In case you can't hear actually one of us hasn't talked yet. So in case you're not watching us live, we're here with Mount Sipmore, Casey, Chris, and Jean. It's Jean. She's here.
Hi,
what's up, Jean?
Hey guys. It's been a while.
She's here for the whole freaking shebang, not just freaking the sip libs and then out the door.
Well, she didn't get invited at the last minute. See, I can.
Well, you know, we're just so busy.
We're so busy.
Hey,
so busy.
You guys are a little busy.
I am like literally never busy.
Like Monday through Friday.
I was only busy last week because my cousin died and we had family in town and all the things. So that was the only reason I was busy last week.
Well, we are very sorry for your loss.
Thanks, man. It's been a shit show the last 4 months.
It really has for you. I'm sorry.
So this was
Hi, Brandy.
The oldest brother of the cousin that I lost the week before my sister. So my uncle has lost half of his kids in 4 months.
Jesus.
Oldest and youngest.
That is like...
I thought my fucking year was shit.
Yeah, like, damn. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. I'm going to not complain about anything for a while.
Yeah, for real.
Terrible.
Well, until we get to Amanda's list.
I mean, at the end of the day, I will always complain about things ranked number 8 on freaking Sip Libs list, but I digress.
Do you though? Do you? Because I feel like you had that one ready to throw out
do you see my tagline there, Casey?
Just queued up.
There's not a number 8. You know what? What?
Oh, you'll find a way to make it number 8. I swear.
I'm gonna make you number 8 if you don't shut up.
You're number 1, so up yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Amanda's list, number 8 on the paper and number 2 in our hearts.
Wah wah. Speaking what Jesus Christ. Hi Chris.
What's up?
I don't know. I do not know. Maybe I shouldn't be hosting this show right now.
Do we need to write you a form script that you can have for every episode so you don't screw shit up verbally?
I don't even know if that would work.
It wouldn't help.
Probably not.
I don't read good. That's actually not true, but
I'll be nice and not say that it's an Oklahoma thing.
She's been in Texas too
Yeah.
long. It's now a Texas thing.
There's three of us. There's one of you. You might want to shut it. Although
I'm
technically,
Texan,
Gene is from
so-
Texas.
Don't.
Hey,
I'm a
same
transplant.
area.
I'm a transplant.
So am I. Oh,
Best thing to come out of Texas is I-35.
Gene.
yeah.
The best thing to come out of Texas.
I love you, Twinja, but I prefer leaving Texas over things from Texas.
Yeah, I'd like to leave Texas someday. All right. Well, we are here to do our top 5 90s movie soundtracks, courtesy of Chris. That was his idea. And Casey and I did probably about 2 years ago. We did a few episodes by decade of songs from movies. So we picked our, I think we did 70s, 80s, 90s, and then 2000s to present, I believe. So those are all out there if you want to hear our
4. I think there was like 4 episodes.
Yeah. So, but this one will be a little different because we're doing entire soundtracks and not just a song. So definitely check those out. This is going to be fun. We are all 90s teens. We're all about the same age. So we all lived that decade, and it'll be interesting to see what stuck with us as individuals.
Whoa. Jin's only 29. Look at her.
What?
Only 29.
Oh, thank you.
For how many times, though?
Hey, it's
Oh!
celebrated the 16th birthday of my 29th.
Hey, the 40-something is the new 20-something. It's fine.
The older I get, the younger certain ages become.
Yes,
Like
that is
45?
true.
45 is super young.
Yeah, do you remember when we were teenagers and we thought 45 was old?
I don't ever remember thinking that 45 was old.
Well, to be fair, because Jen and I have had this conversation. To be fair, we talked once about how we're so much different and cooler than our parents were at this age. Like, my mom just felt like a lot. I don't know. We all have dirty minds and immature senses of humor, and we're just cool.
Well, and if you watch shows from the 90s, like go back and watch My So-Called Life. That mom and dad is our age, and I'm like,
I know.
I don't feel like we're anything like that, mom and dad.
No. I mean, Jennifer Lopez is the same age as most of the Golden Girls were when that show came on. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
And she looks a hell of a lot younger, too.
We're a different
Ralph
breed.
Macchio is younger than Pat Morita was. Yeah, Ralph Macchio's older than Pat Morita was in the first Karate Kid movie.
Yeah. I think Pat Morita was probably born an old man. Like
yeah, he was like 60 when he came out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so is anybody, we'll start with Chris. Are you sipping on anything over there to recover from your weekend?
I am. I'm about to crack open a PB&J Blonde from the Belching Beaver Brewery.
Is that the one that I brought you before? Or was it
same brewery but different beer?
Yeah.
Please taste
I
that.
love the name of that. Anything about belching beavers is just a beautiful thing.
PB&J?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's that taste like?
So it's kind of peanut buttery. It's got a slight hint of fruit, and it's a blonde, so it's not a punch you in the face kind of beer. So it's pretty good, pretty light. It's also high ABV, so 1, and I'm really good.
Yeah, I feel like a peanut butter beer would be heavy. It's like pumpkin beer. Like,
and
you can have one.
And it came out of a belching beaver.
Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly with a baseball bat.
All that.
Gene, you're sleepy, so I'm assuming you're not drinking anything alcoholic. Got your water thing. We got to get you on a day off so that you can be day drinky with me, because I like drunk Gene. Not that I don't like regular Gene, but we get pretty silly and it's fun.
Use me.
Somebody calling you?
No.
I am not gonna lie. The days of y'all working from home and we recorded during the day, those were fun. Because
Yeah.
you all fucking day drank and I had my bottle of water and good times happened.
True. Well, we'll have to do a weekend again. We'll have to do a Sunday, like in the middle of the day, I guess after football season. Casey, got anything over there?
I know I haven't been on the show to record in a couple months, but you know the fucking rule. I don't drink on the show.
What if I didn't ask, I would have got yelled at. So,
And you have a couple times. So
and you have a couple times. Remember that
After I
time you
lost a
brought like
bet.
a bottle of schnapps or something?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, weren't you drinking straight out of a bottle of something once?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did do that one time.
It's like
You
whiskey
did.
or
And one of the
bourbon
last
or
times I was on,
something.
I had the 69 Crimes from Snoop Dogg.
19 crimes, but yes.
I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Tell Steven I said hi. Make it quick. I am drinking boxed
First
wine.
of all, it's
'cause,
not her job to make it quick. That's on Steven.
we know how to make it quick if we want to. Anyway, I won't do it. Okay, so I am drinking boxed Sauvignon Blanc from Boda Box. Nothing wrong with that. So yeah, it's boxed wine.
Nothing
on a
wrong
Monday.
with little nice chilled box.
Mm-hmm. With my Hocus Pocus cup that Casey got me. Oh, I am also sporting some Siplist friendship bracelets that I made. And if anybody wants one, go to my page and there's a pinned post that tells you what to do, and then I will send you some swag. Why are you shaking your head at me?
Damn Taylor Swift bracelets. I'm like, what are we in the 5th grade again? Jeez.
Yes.
I'm just
And-
gonna shake it off.
Jesus.
You probably
me-
should.
Let me just say, childhood habits with adult money is fucking dangerous. It's almost
So says my 1,200 piece GI Joe collection. Yeah.
exactly. If you could see the amount of bracelets I've made, the movie is this weekend, and
We just
lost
lost
Casey.
Casey.
Casey disappeared.
His shitty
I
internet.
literally went like this. Like I could see where he went.
You're like, hello? I'm sure he'll be back.
That's where I'm at, guys.
Yeah. So I made OU Texas bracelets, and then I didn't get to go, and George and Tyson wouldn't hand them out. And now
Of course they wouldn't.
of course they wouldn't. I didn't really expect them to, but yeah, I've made a lot of bracelets for the movie this Friday, so I'm addicted now.
Movie? What movie?
The Taylor Swift movie.
There's a Taylor Swift movie?
There's no way you haven't heard about this.
I have not
There's
heard about it. Taylor
Absolutely a way I have not heard about this.
Same.
Are you living under? It's her concert in theaters.
Oh,
They
okay.
They filmed a concert, and they're showing it in movie theaters.
Yeah,
It's already outsold Barbie, and it just in pre-sales.
Metallica did that, but it was live.
Still haven't seen Barbie either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Barbie
George.
was cute.
I'm glad it's doing really well, and I'm glad it's WB's highest grossing movie ever, and I'm glad it's the highest
Yeah.
grossing movie ever for a woman director. I think it's great. I have zero
Yeah.
emotional attachment to Barbie, so I don't want to watch it. I might get around to it at some point, but it's just not my cup of tea. But I'm glad it's doing well.
Yeah.
What I told George was, I was like, I don't think this is a movie you would revisit, but I think you would like it watching it once because it's really funny. Like, obviously, you've got the cute Barbie stuff, and people who liked Barbie are gonna really enjoy that. But the Kens, Ryan Gosling alone is a reason to watch this movie. It's so funny. So, but for some people like George, it would only be funny once, and then it'd be like, okay, I won't watch it again. So,
Casey's saying he may be doing this from his phone.
okay. Well-
Yeah, and nothing quite grabs me as much as the comedic prowess of Ryan Gosling.
Are you being sarcastic? Because he's really funny.
He can be funny. He can be.
You've seen him in interviews. He is hilarious. Not to mention Crazy Stupid Love, where he's so cute and sexy. Whoa!
What
Did
a
you win the
nice house, Chris.
Did you win the lottery?
I wish. Although it's up to like 1.4 billion last I checked.
Oh, we tried.
Yeah.
We tried.
I
didn't
never
win.
buy lottery tickets. I should, but I don't.
Oh, we do. Steven buys them all
It's
the
it. Yeah, I might have to break down and buy some just so I can add to somebody else's richness.
I never have cash. And I don't think about it. Like, we'll be at home and George will be like, oh, you should go get us a lottery ticket. And I'm like, then I gotta go to the ATM and then I gotta go to the store. And
Or you go to a gas station where they have both.
but I don't want to pay fees.
Then you don't want to win the lottery, do you?
Right?
Exactly right.
Meet me fucking halfway, Amanda. Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, that's George. That's not me. I have no problem paying ATM fees. If it makes my life easier, I don't give a fuck. But him and Tyson, that is one of their things. They both get so bent out of shape about ATM fees. They will go on about it for like 20 minutes if you let them. And I'm like, it's $2 fucking. Get over it. I don't actually know how much it is, but whatever.
I mean, when I was making minimum wage, that was some bullshit. Now it's like, okay.
It's a convenience fee, just like you pay for anything else.
No, it's
So-
an idiot tax for not going to the bank on time.
Okay, fine. Well, but some banks, like my parents have Mid-First Bank, and if they leave Oklahoma, I think there's like 3 in the state of Texas. Like they're few and far between. So if you don't bank at a national conglomerate, sometimes you just have to do it. So
Fuck national conglomerates.
I wouldn't say that. Chris works for one.
I work for an international conglomerate. Let's get it
Fair.
right.
Get
Fair.
it straight.
Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me.
God.
Okay. Sorry. George, well, actually, I better not say that just in case. I'll tell you guys off air, but George's company is trying to get a big client. So, all right. Are you guys ready to do some sip libs?
Absolutely.
All right. So, Kev, I don't know if you guys saw the video, but other people did. Kevin has revamped the program. However, I do not have it ready for tonight. So, we will be using the next to latest version. And this one's going to be an ad. So, it's going to read like an ad or a commercial. So, and the headline says, Blast from the Blank, experience blank in 90s movie soundtracks. And obviously we're filling in the blanks. So, okay. Chris, a noun.
Anal.
Just anal? Okay. Yay, Shanna, you made it for the sip lips.
Yay.
The sip lips. Gene, an emotion.
Emotion? Oh.
We're the wrong two to ask that one.
Yeah, I know. No fucks? Like,
Let's go with.
I mean, I got hungry and horny. That's it.
fair. You have angry too. Don't lie.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hungrorny?
Grorny?
Hungrorny.
Hungrorny. Okay.
Hungry, horny, angry?
Yes, I got it. Hungrorny.
Nice.
Trademark 2023. All right. Casey, a vehicle.
Beat up Pinto.
Really, Casey?
I am so disappointed.
Vastly disappointed.
Oh,
Batmobile? What were you guys thinking?
broke down
Chevy
Nova.
Nova.
Oh my god.
I'm going to change it to that, actually.
Thank you.
Twin just have it going over here.
Y'all really do. Y'all really
You
do.
Jen and I do the sip libs. Y'all suck.
Hey, I haven't even got to go yet.
Yeah,
right.
but
That's
we
what
know.
she said.
Hello.
The next one's certifiably fuckable, so then I get a noun. I'm gonna say sip lips. Shanna?
Sure that's not a verb?
It was a noun. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, fine. Chris, give me a verb.
No. Use it for a noun. I'm joking.
No. Now it's your turn. It's a verb.
Fucking.
Oh,
Well, that's not what I thought you were
Really?
going to say.
same.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
so
God damn it.
disappointed in you.
See, Casey's goddamn contagious.
We'll get another one. Don't worry. Okay, Gene, a piece of furniture.
A piece of furniture?
Yeah.
Let's see. A coat hanger.
A
That's a
coat
furniture?
hanger's not furniture.
Rack. Coat rack. Sorry.
Oh, coat rack. Okay.
Coat rack.
Sex swing.
That's
I
what
would've
I
gone
was
with-
thinking.
I was thinking coin-operated bed.
Evidently,
an option.
my dumbassery is freaking contagious to the whole fucking show.
You know what? We're fine.
Well, see, I
Uh,
can't use the coin-operated bed because I never have cash on me.
Because I refuse to
Exactly.
pay ATM fees.
Because you get fucked at the drive-thru.
You know what? I don't know. Casey, a verb.
Fuck it, I'm gonna undercut Papa Palpatine to finish straight.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It needed to be done. I appreciate you.
A decade. I'm going to say the roaring 20s.
Not the 90s?
So evidently,
Because
everybody on the show has sucked now for the sip libs, so we all have had our turn, so no more sucking.
This is a circle jerk of fucking up right now.
circle jerk.
We all missed the fucking cookie. It's horrible.
No, because 90s is already in the title, so I was wondering if maybe we should have like a different decade in there to like throw shit off.
All right.
All right, Chris.
Way to backpedal.
Not backpedaling, you dick. Chris, Jesus, a song title.
Closer.
Good 90s choice. Good 90s choice.
Yes. Jen, a movie title.
A movie title?
Yeah.
Oh, Blazing Saddles.
Ooh.
Always a good choice.
Okay, so looks like we only have one person watching right now, which I know is Shanna, and I really wish Kevin was watching because I do not understand this one. But it's Casey's, so we're going to let you go with it.
So I'll suck.
An abstract concept.
You know, like existentialism.
That's what I say, like space and time, or like...
Existentialism.
Okay. Existential. Okay, an adjective for me. Ugh. Slimy? I guess. Movie title, Chris. Y'all are getting all the good ones.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Yes. Okay, Jen, a sport.
A sport. Let's think of something fun. Synchronized
Hockey sex.
diving.
Synchronized what?
Diving.
Ooh,
That is pretty fun to watch.
it is. It's very cool. The way that people are able to do that really amazes me, actually. Okay, Casey, a day of the week.
Hump day.
Okay, hump day. Okay, we're getting close to the end. The song title for me, I'm going to go with Nymphomaniac. I want a rich young gun. Nobody knows that song but me? Nymphomaniac. Okay. It's actually hard to find. I think it's Jason Boland. Anyway, it's really dirty.
Who?
You don't
Jason-
say.
Jason Boland and the Stragglers. Chris, a noun.
Penis.
Gene gets another emotion.
Emotion. Oh.
Gene doesn't have any more emotions to give.
Let's go with
Constipated?
yes.
That's what you sounded like.
Oh, I get emotional when I'm constipated.
Who doesn't?
It's a shitty attitude.
Elated. You made her choke on her wine.
At least I didn't spit it out, but
We now return you to
Well,
your
we
regularly
know that you don't
scheduled
do that.
unchokable episode of The Simplest.
I am absolutely a spitter. Anyway, Casey, a season.
He's from Washington. Doesn't know anything about seasoning. Oh, season.
We don't know anything. Well, no, because we have all 4 seasons up here, unlike the people in freaking Oklahoma.
We have more
You
than
have 4 on
4.
the same day sometimes.
Yeah, that's a feat.
We have 4 in freaking half a freaking day. I don't even want. We'll go fall.
Okay. Clothing item for me. I'm gonna say edible panties. Chris, a time of day.
Noon.
Nooner.
Masturbation 30.
I was gonna say wine o'clock.
Yeah. Fuck this shit o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, last one, Jean, an adjective.
Adjective. Let's go with. Oh goodness!
I am offended by the lack of plural nouns in this.
I know there's like none.
Adjective. Cocky.
Nice. Oh God, I am scared. Okay, here we go. Move this over here. All right. Step into our broke down Chevy Nova and experience a certifiably fuckable journey through our sip lips of iconic 90s movie soundtracks. From the ballads that made you fucking to the anthems that had you jumping off your coat rack, we've got it all. Let's defenestrate the chart-topping hits of the roaring 20s like Closer, from the heart-wrenching Blazing Saddles that made us all believe in existentialism.
All right.
Gear up for the slimy score of Debbie Does Dallas that completed our couch synchronized diving on hump day nights. Unwind to Nymphomaniac and remember the penis of your first elated love.
So far.
My first elated love did not have a penis, so I don't have anything to remember.
Allegedly.
I'm
pretty sure I didn't. Yeah.
We know it involved a penis and a hand, so. With us, it's always a fall of 90s nostalgia. So hold on to your edible panties, folks. It's noon. Time to relive the 90s soundtrack cocky. That last one was a little weird.
Yeah, that didn't work.
that was a little weird.
Parts of that track, though.
Parts of that were pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Woo! All right. Let's move on to our top 5, shall we?
Yeesh.
Shall we? We shall.
Yeesh.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
I think that there's going to be a decent amount of overlap between some people, so we'll kind of see who brings.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Chris and Casey are going to have the same number 1, but
I'm pretty sure Casey and I are going to have 2, maybe 3, and then maybe 2 each with Amanda and Jen.
So I will tell you that I eliminated soundtracks that weren't predominantly 90s music. Because there are definitely some 90s movies with some other decade soundtracks that are great. But
AKA Forrest Gump and Dazed and Confused.
Yeah. Yep. And Rushmore. So I tried to not do those, but not judging anybody that did because they're all great soundtracks. But that's just how, because it was too much to narrow down. All right.
Tracks that I just listened to a lot.
Yeah, that too.
I did too.
Yeah, the ones that were like mind altering, life changing for me, and I definitely stuck with movies that I either still enjoy or really enjoyed at the time.
Like my number 1.
All right. Well, Chris, you go first. What's your number 5?
Okay, so this is a love story about a man and an asteroid, and who didn't want to miss a thing. So I'm starting off with Armageddon.
Very nice. That's a good one.
What is it? 2 Aerosmith tracks on there. There's a Bon Jovi track. Also, apparently Casey's number 5. Great movie, great soundtrack.
You got Spirit in the
Just
Sky on there.
fun all the way around. Yep.
That's a good choice.
I left it off my list because I knew people would have it on their list.
That's fair. That's fair.
I actually left it off my list too. So Casey, that's also your number 5?
Yep. I mean, it's got some great cover songs on it, and obviously, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing was like one of the top 2 soundtrack or songs from a soundtrack at the end of the fucking decade. So I'm not saying what the other one is because fuck boats and hoes, but
And I know we both definitely had that somewhere on our lists when we did the 90s movie songs. Because, yeah, it was like...
I think we both had that song specifically on our list, but I haven't watched that episode in like 2 years.
I went back and found my list. That's why I write everything down, because I didn't want to go back and listen to it. Yeah, and I also was singing "Leaving on a Jet Plane."
I don't
Michael
know
Clark
where
Duncan in that
I'll
scene
be
was
back
so great.
Yeah, he's
Love
so
that
funny.
movie.
It's a great movie.
It's a great movie. I saw it on a first date, and I was sobbing, and I was like, "This guy's never gonna call me again."
Was there a second date?
We dated for 3 years, so it worked out. But yeah, I was like ugly crying on this first date. So
Yeah, that movie's a chick flick for dudes. It's a perfectly okay for a guy to bawl at the end of that movie.
Yeah.
If you don't bawl at the end of that movie, you have no soul.
It's also one of those movies that when you're flipping channels that it's on, you just toss the fucking remote
yes,
and just finish. Regardless of where you're at in the movie, you just finish it.
yes, I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's Ben. All right. Oh my God, when Bruce Willis shoves him back in the thing, and he's like, "It's my job," and he's like, "Harry, no," and I'm, "Oh, okay, stop." Okay, Jen, what's your number 5? Start crying. That was where I started crying, and I didn't stop till the end of the movie.
By the way, before she goes,
Just
fuck
kidding.
the freaking goodbye message between him and his daughter.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God, when Ben Affleck hands Billy Bob Thornton the patch,
Harry wanted you to have this.
right? God damn it. Right in the fucking feels. All right. No, Jen, seriously, do your number 5. Fuck, we're gonna go all night.
Bunch of tit bags.
Fuck you.
Oh, clam your tits.
Okay, so my number 5 is not going to make anybody cry.
Okay.
And I picked this because the kids always wanted to listen to this, and so it kind of just makes me happy. The Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Casey's
Thank
number
you, Gene.
4.
I'm not doing
Never
shit
seen
this episode, evidently.
That's a good one. I didn't have that.
It's a fun one, and it just made me think of the kids, and we listened to it all the time.
Yeah. I was that way with Beauty and the Beast. I didn't put that on my list, but I listened to the Beauty and the Beast soundtrack just like over and over. Like the kids stuff is pretty cool. So
Yeah.
Casey, so that was your number 4?
Yep. And
So Casey's 5 and 4.
so, yeah, I mean, you guys all know the fact that there are certain things in this world that I'm a geek for, and anything Burton-esque is obviously not going to get ignored on my list,
Yeah.
or Danny Elfman related or anything like that. So I could not do a freaking 90s soundtrack list without some kind of nod to a Burton-esque Danny Elfman scored movie. So
This is Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
Yeah.
So catchy.
otherwise known as the theme to An Evening at the Movies this month, but I still need to get with my co-host and have her help me learn how to put the video together.
Oh, okay. We can do that. So my number 5, I would say all of my choices are choices that I owned the CD and listened to it over and over. So, because I wrote down like 20 soundtracks, and I was like, how am I going to narrow this down? So I had to give myself criteria, or I wouldn't be able to do it. My number 5 is Romeo and Juliet.
That's my
really-
number 1.
Is it really?
I played the shit out of that album.
Ew.
It was so good.
I mean, yeah, Garbage, Everclear, like,
It was a great soundtrack and a great
Yeah.
movie.
yeah.
Didn't watch it.
No,
What?
I'm not
I read the
surprised.
book.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
really either,
I
actually.
would
I don't.
say I feel like you wouldn't hate it just because the cast is incredible. And I'm not talking about Leo. I mean, I'm talking like other people in the cast.
John Leguizamo is great.
Yes, he did a great job. And what's his name that was Mercutio?
Oh, I can never remember his name.
John Leguizamo.
No, he was Tybalt.
Oh, I get all the names freaking mixed up.
I'll find it.
But yeah, that soundtrack is just phenomenal. And I see that Jerry's recording now, but I wish he was watching so he could hear me talk about it because he loves that movie so much. But yeah, I definitely played the hell out of that. So yay,
Same.
we already have one in common.
Yeah.
Casey, did you have that one?
No.
Okay.
Honorable mention, not top 5.
Harold Perrineau.
Oh, okay.
Is the guy that
But-
played Mercutio.
I will say this, though, that I agree with one DeAndre Robinson that is the greatest Leonardo DiCaprio movie of all time. I said what I said.
I don't agree with that.
Because you love boats and hoes.
I don't even think that's
Nobody
his
loves
best
Boats and
movie
Hoes.
of all time. That he has so many better roles than, and his early roles are great. I mean, What's Eating Gilbert Grape is up there.
Oh,
But- Yeah, I love Titanic, I'm not going to lie, but I definitely don't think it's his greatest role. So, okay. Well, yay for us. One in common. Chris and Casey have 2. Let's see what we can do.
yay.
Chris? What's your number 4?
The first movie that proved that video game movies did not have to suck and had an amazing soundtrack. Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
Oh.
Kombat.
Okay,
didn't-
Casey, what's that on your list?
Oh my God.
Are you for real right now? What number? 3?
3,
Oh
we
my
just
God.
check.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to
man.
revise my number. I might have 4 in common with Casey.
So
Yeah,
can I ask a favor?
sure.
When we get to number
We're
1, I'll let
just
you
gonna-
go first, bro.
We're
I'll let you go
just
first.
checking these off one by one. Can I be the one that reveals number 1 then, please?
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
Chris
absolutely.
just said. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll let you go.
Okay, thank
We
you.
already know.
We know what it is, but
Right.
we'll let you go.
It's
The
your
listeners
movie, bro.
don't
I'm not going to steal your thunder.
Oh, cuckoo.
Bang, you feel like I'm dead. Yeah, I got it.
I mean, it's not
I-
like it's not in my name either, but you know.
I forgot about I don't remember the Mortal Kombat soundtrack at all. I guess
Like,
I
I
I'm
only
not a
remember
techno
one
guy
song.
at all, but it's got some really great tracks.
I can't-
KMFDM's on there.
Yeah, I can't stand techno, but I love that soundtrack.
Oh, God, it's just so fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes you want to get up and do shit. Come on, you can't hate that. It's just so. It's why
No,
it's
it's
on
a
the
great
top
fucking
jams.
soundtrack.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. Casey, anything you want to say
No.
about it?
I mean, nothing that other than what Chris said. I mean, most of that damn soundtrack is on my damn gym workout playlist, so
Yeah.
you can definitely freaking hit play on that and freaking go to town working out. So it's a great fucking soundtrack. It really is. Highly
Yeah.
underrated.
Giving rights to Pound Town.
Thank you. I just said that. If it's not me and Jen saying Pound Town, it's me and Chris or Jen and Chris. Good one. Okay.
It's great, sexy time music.
I don't know about all that.
I'm
Mortal
not sure what's good
Kombat.
for I'm not sure what's good for hallway sex, but
Finish him! I know that's not
Right?
the right one, but still.
Round 2, fight. Yeah, exactly. As long as I don't hear fatality, I'm good.
Hey, sometimes when you're doing stuff and the guy wants it to keep going longer, I'm in my mind going, finish him! So I can go make myself a snack.
Cheer yourself on.
Well, while you're up getting a sandwich.
Exactly. All right. Gene, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is from the 1992 film Singles.
Yes.
It's a great, great, great soundtrack. It's got the Smashing Pumpkins, Alice in Chains, the Screaming Trees, Pearl Jam, Jimi Hendrix, Soundgarden. It's just like a hodgepodge of goodness.
That was my number 1 honorable mention. I was going to put it, and then I put Romeo and Juliet instead. Very nice.
I like it. It even has just Chris Cornell sings a song by himself on there.
Dare we ask if that's your number 2?
It's not. What, is he frozen or is he just sitting there staring at us because it's his number 2? I think he's frozen.
Yeah. He's moving like the Aberdeen Walmart.
Oh, poor Casey.
I'm going to guess he doesn't have that one on his list.
No, it was an honorable mention, but not my number 2.
Yay.
Wait, were you faking us out or were you frozen?
No, he was frozen.
Okay.
I was frozen.
Okay. All right.
Let it go, Amanda.
Whoop.
Right?
Y'all.
Frozen. Let it go. Come on.
No, I got it. I got it.
Get out of here.
Told you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage that.
Get the joke or Elsa.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus, fix it.
Yeah, I'm fine for that.
Oh, I'm going to pee my pants. Okay. Well, moving on.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is the soundtrack to Empire Records.
I left that one off because I knew it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an honorable mention.
It's honorable mention for me, and I left it off my top 5 because there are so many great songs that are in the movie that aren't on the actual soundtrack.
Yeah.
So that's fair, and I maybe should have checked that out because I didn't really judge it by the actual soundtrack. So that could be, I guess maybe I cheated, but yeah, I'm with you.
No, I'm not mad at the choice. I'm just saying that's why I left it off.
Gotcha.
Great movie, great soundtrack, and it's one of those things where they couldn't get the rights, I guess, for the soundtrack, and there's a lot of songs that are in the movie that aren't on the
actual
soundtrack. So
isn't there a Gin Blossom song in there that's not on the? I feel like.
Yeah, and then If You Want Blood, You Got It by AC/DC is not on there, and I forget what else. And the version of Sugar High that's on the album is not the exact same as what was in the movie. Same lyrics, but I think the movie version was better, especially with the Renee Zellweger verse.
Yeah. But, the best song ever is Say No More, Mon Amour.
I don't believe that's on the soundtrack either, thank God.
But you got Toad the Wet Sprocket and Cracker, which you guys know I'm a huge Toad the Wet Sprocket fan. They may be making another appearance on my top 5. So, yeah. All right. Casey, I'm guessing that's your number 2?
No.
Whew,
no, I'm about to announce his number 2.
Chris is so confident.
I actually don't think you guys are going to guess what my number 2 is.
I know what it is. So, but
I bet you don't.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Write it down.
Okay, if this is not Casey's number 2, it's in his honorable mention.
This is your number 3, though, right?
I'm on 3. Yep.
Okay.
One of the first great comic book movies. One of the first albums where they did a bunch of mashups that shouldn't have fucking worked. Stabbing Westward, Silverchair, Metallica, Tom Morello, Sneaker Pimps, Marilyn Manson, Korn. Talk about the Spawn soundtrack.
Yes.
Okay.
Was such a dope soundtrack.
I played the shit out of it.
It was
I have never seen Spawn.
a little bit cheesy, but the soundtrack just made it so good. I saw that in theater a
Same.
couple times.
And the soundtrack was just fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. Not in my top 5, but yeah, great soundtrack.
And
Casey,
Watch it.
where is it on yours?
but Chris was right. It isn't in my top 5, but it is number 2 on my honorable mentions.
Okay, I'll take
Okay. Woo! He's still alive.
it. He gets to introduce one.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We might not get yet.
We're still on
Still
3, and I still have Amanda's 3, and then all of your guys' 2s to go.
My
Yeah.
3 too.
You're not gonna have my 3. All right,
You're not
you
gonna
good.
have my 3 either. I don't think anybody's gonna have my 3.
Me, same. Okay.
So mine is from 97, and it's a little film called Lost Highway. Anyone?
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope.
Nope.
So
I can proudly say that I do not have that.
Trent Reznor produced the soundtrack for this, and it had Bowie, obviously Trent Reznor, 9 Inch Nails,
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins, Lou Reed, Marilyn Manson. I mean, it's a good one. You should check it out.
Okay. I'm gonna write it down. Lost
It's solid.
Highway.
The movie's weird.
What's the movie about?
It's weird.
Okay.
It's a weird movie.
Okay.
But the soundtrack was good.
Okay.
So
I not like saying anything bad, but I also didn't pick any movies that I don't like. Like it had to be like I love the movie, I love the soundtrack together. Because yeah, there's probably a ton like that. I'll bet there's lots of like just random ass movies that maybe weren't. I mean, well, I'll mention it in my honorable mentions because I have one that's a movie that people don't really like that I think the soundtrack's fantastic. So.
yeah, and I don't know that. I mean, the movie probably wasn't even that popular, but it was the soundtrack that did it for me. Because it was The Perfect Drug. 9 Inch Nails, The Perfect Drug.
Oh, I love
Oh,
that
that's
song.
such a great track.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
it's
good
on that
song.
album. And then I by Smashing Pumpkins is another so it's a good one. I mean, you can't go
Nice.
wrong with those and Bowie and yeah, so it's my number 3.
Very
I
nice.
listen to it all the time.
And Casey, remind us again what your number 3 was. Chris, can you remind us what Casey's number 3 was?
Yeah, Chris, remind me what my number 3 was.
Mortal Kombat.
There
Yes.
you go. There you go. Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, because I'm on my phone, I can't flip back over to it because that's when I lost the connection that last time. So.
Okay. So my number 3 has what I consider, and it's not even because of this song. This song isn't even why I picked the soundtrack, but I would say that this soundtrack has the number 1 movie song of the 90s, if not close to of all time. My number 3 is The Bodyguard.
Yeah, I left that one off on purpose.
I
mean, it's an okay cover.
I knew
Honorable mention number 3.
Well, but I Will Always Love You isn't even why I picked it. Like it's a really great cover, like obviously, but there's so many other good songs on there. And actually, can I cheat and tie it with another one that has the same actress that's also from the 90s? Because I couldn't choose between them.
# waiting to exhale.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Waiting to Exhale and The Bodyguard are such amazing soundtracks. And honestly, I picked The Bodyguard for I Have Nothing. That song gives me chills. And the whole soundtrack is just really, really good.
Are they multiplying?
What?
Your chills.
Oh, yes.
Ah.
And I'm losing control. That's the wrong decade. So yeah, I didn't think anybody would have that, and I know I Will Always Love You is kind of overplayed and whatever, but you can't deny that it was one of the biggest songs of the 90s. But the rest of the soundtrack doesn't get as good of a rap because that's so popular, and it was a great soundtrack, and I listened to it a lot. So there you go.
Solid.
And same with Waiting to Exhale. I cannot tell you how many times I've listened to the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack, and I still listen to it. It's just so good.
Shoop.
Mhm.
The song "Why Does It Hurt So Bad," like I was listening to that in college, like just during a real sad time in my life, and it was just like my spirit animal song. Anyway.
Probably because there wasn't enough lube.
Oh,
Nobody teaches you about it in college. I just didn't know.
There's always time for lubrication.
Lube is a lifesaver. I'm going to put a PSA here, actually, for people. Do not be ashamed to buy lube, to use lube. Use it. It works. It helps. It's a game changer.
use it or
Start with
lose it.
small amounts, because if it turns into a slip and slide, you might have a bad time.
Yeah, that's happened. Anyway.
Oh, water wiggle.
Hey, I'm just saying, the more you know, and it's not.
Slip into a different hole.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Whoops.
That's not what we want. All right, we're down to number 2. Should we let Casey go first?
I am going to go out on a limb here and say this is absolutely not Casey's number 2.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Papa Palpatine can go then.
Okay. And this is one that's going to surprise most of the listeners and probably the 2 ladies. I just have one question. It's, can you feel the love tonight?
Son of a bitch, Cole!
No!
Look, I circled it.
Oh my gosh. Poor Casey.
You guys just made Sip List history.
Poor Casey.
This
I
is
mean,
worse than
literally,
the last.
with the exception of the one that I matched on Jen, it's like Chris and I are spot on. Every damn thing is the same.
I told you I knew what it was.
Funny.
And yeah, it's one of the most epic soundtracks of the 90s. How can you not have it?
Yeah, and I watched that movie, 6 times-ish in theaters.
Oh,
And
wow.
I don't know how many times on
Mhm.
VHS.
The good one.
Yeah.
I used to make out to that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only the Elton John stuff, not the other, like Can You Feel the Love
Yeah.
Tonight? And
Look, if you got time to get up and skip tracks, you're doing it wrong.
No, we didn't, but I blocked those songs out, I think.
Making out to the Lion King?
Look, if that's what baby wants to hear, you just roll with it.
That's
All
like
right,
having baby
okay.
references in your sip libs.
I got
There
mine.
you go. Whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Look,
Oh, man.
for you dudes out there, I'm going to teach you 3 words that will get you into a lot of things. Whatever baby wants.
Exactly right. We're not as hard
Don't
to
put
please.
baby in the corner.
Unless baby wants to be in the corner, then
Yeah, then do it.
let her back that thing up.
I had Lion King as an honorable mention because I knew it would be on Casey's list. I'm surprised you have it, but I think that's
God,
awesome.
Casey, I'm so sorry. I really didn't think that would be
We've done this one time before, and I don't think it was ever this legitimately perfect. I mean,
like the
everything.
underrated 90s bands was close, but this is really
Yeah.
fucking horrible. Like, we should compare notes next time so it's not this bad.
Maybe. Well, here's
Yeah.
what we should do next time.
Or better yet, record us separately and then splice it in.
No, because sometimes we'll do this occasionally, like different people or like I'll do it. If this time it would have been kind of weird because it's like every single choice, but if somebody else has your choice, just pick a different one. But like, okay, since you picked that one, I'm going to pick this other one. But yeah, also Casey said he only wrote down like 9, so.
I still have a wealth of others that I could pick as my number 1 to shock the world, but I'm not going to because this soundtrack is my number 1 favorite soundtrack, and it's from my number 1 favorite movie. So
There you go. Jen, did you have The Lion King?
I did not have the Lion King.
Okay.
evidently she could wait to be king.
I could. It was a
And
good.
didn't like
it
making
is a
out to
good
Elton John,
soundtrack, though.
apparently.
Yeah.
Hey, Can You Feel the Love Tonight was not a bad makeout song.
And she was feeling the love, I can assure you.
She
Or at
was
least
feeling
the
something.
lust.
I
Yeah,
was
I'm
feeling
telling you.
something. So up against my hip. Your gun is digging into my hip.
Yay.
So, can I officially ask a question?
Yes.
Since Cole actually legitimately hit my number 2, can I throw out a different number 2?
Yes.
Just so that we can
just
throw
talked
one more out there that I don't think is going to get talked about?
Literally just talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yes, you
I
can.
wasn't paying attention because I was still up in my head over the fact that literally we copied each other's lists, evidently.
You know, I have not decided if I should use my powers of invisibility for good or evil.
Evil. Always evil.
Okay.
Evil.
Maybe if I use them for evil, people will pay attention when I talk.
Evil always wins because good is dumb.
Yes. You went over my helmet? Okay, Gene, what's your
Yes,
number
and
2?
Casey, the license or the bumper sticker on the back of the Eagle One says, "I heart Uranus."
I still have bitterness over fucking Spaceballs thanks to that damn trivia challenge last summer.
You were warned the last one would be a Spaceballs question, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Tiebreaker or whatever it was. I can't.
Tiebreaker. No, it was
That was the bonus round or whatever the fuck
Or
it was.
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't warned in advance. I found out when it happened.
No, I told you guys, didn't I?
No, you told him apparently, but I'm okay because I did I did alright with it. So you know,
Okay, I feel like
I mean, I'm not salty
you
about it. 'Cause I
still
won.
won, and I still wore the damn shirt.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, it's sitting right there on the freaking shelf right now.
I should go put it on while Jean tells us her number 2.
Yeah. Is it? Do I get to do that?
You do.
Is it
Yes,
my
please.
turn? My number 2 is the 1999 film Cruel Intentions.
That's my number 1.
Because it's
That's on
the
my honorable
best
mention list.
freaking soundtrack ever. It's
Yes.
Really
such a great soundtrack. How can
Yes.
you go wrong? Great
It's-
soundtrack.
And I will say the Counting Crows Colorblind is just one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
damn
it's
it.
not- I mean, so many different. Oh,
Yeah, it's all
so
it's
good.
random.
Yeah.
And, I mean, who doesn't hear Bittersweet Symphony and think of that final scene, you know?
When she's driving away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's very diverse. It's like
Yeah.
you got that sweet Counting Crows song, and then you got Fat Boy Slim.
Right. And then you just got like
Marcy
weird funky
Playground.
shit in there too.
Like it is weird, funky shit. Yeah. But it's so good. Placebo. Ah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
So
Well, that's
great.
2 for us.
Great.
Yay. Casey, that wasn't what you were going to replace your number 2 with, is it? That would have been great.
No.
Okay, well, it's weird. Jen stole my number 1 and I stole her number 1. So there you go.
Yeah, we just kind of
Even.
flip flopped. It's
Even.
fine.
And I stole Casey's list.
Yes. You cheated off him and you're like, haha, I get to go first.
Cheater.
All right, Casey. What are
So
you
my replacement number 2 is technically I'm going to break a rule that I said I wasn't going to do because like the whole thing, the soundtrack is technically classic rock music, but I'm not going to let it get away without getting some kind of mention. But it is the soundtrack to the 1994, 95, whatever year, Quentin Tarantino, Pulp Fiction.
I wrote that one down too.
Great
one.
soundtrack. Great soundtrack.
I mean,
Great movie.
Girl, you'll be a woman.
Son of a Preacher Man, freaking all of it. The guitar solo, or you know what I'm talking about. It's a great freaking movie. It's the soundtrack that, and as soon as I can get Dewey on the line, it'll be his debut episode on An Evening at the Movies.
He could have chosen so many other Tarantino movies. I don't hate Pulp Fiction. I actually like it compared to some of the other ones, but I was really hoping he'd go with Inglourious Bastards. I was really ready to do that.
That's like my only.
It was the other option. It just didn't get enough votes.
What? No Reservoir Dogs?
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs is fine.
I love Reservoir Dogs. It's so minimalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was hoping that it was going to be Reservoir Dogs for a choice. I'd have voted for that all day long and twice on Sunday. Not that I don't love Pulp Fiction and not that I don't love Inglourious Bastards, but
It's not like we can't do whatever movies we want anyway. It's our show. So
I do anyway. So it's like, whatever. Hashtag we're doing Christmas movies in December and I'm being nice and letting the girls pick.
Ooh, can we do the...
he's letting his co-hosts pick movies. Isn't that sweet of him?
Can we what?
Do the ref with Dennis Leary?
Ooh, yeah.
Why not?
Christmas movies. We watch it every Christmas Eve.
It's one of my top Christmas movies.
It's definitely a good Christmas.
I'm not. I think Jen and I had talked about doing that, like the first December that the show was.
I kidnapped my fucking parents.
All right, we'll make the ref happen for the four of us, and if Shanna wants to join, but we'll at least make it happen for us. So, all right. Well, my number 2 is another CD that I listened to over and over, a movie that I watched over and over. It modeled some of my 90s fashion choices, and I know at least one person that's going to make fun of me, and I don't give a fuck. It is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I was thinking you were going to go with Clueless.
I have Clueless as
right?
a mention. The soundtrack to Buffy is really, really good. It's a little diverse. It's got my favorite Toad the Wet Sprocket song on it. I mean, you got Toad the Wet Sprocket singing a love ballad, and then you got CNC Music Factory. And then, there's a cover of I Fought the Law that's really good. I can't remember who sings it. You've got Ozzy on there. Like, it's just a very random, diverse soundtrack, and I love it, and I love that movie. So, yeah.
And it has the
I
best.
feel like
Never.
this is not the last time we're going to be talking about this soundtrack in the next couple weeks.
It's not. And yes, it does have the best death scene ever. Thank you, Jen.
Yes. We can do whatever we want. Oh, yeah? Clap.
Clap.
Oh, there's so many great one-liners in that movie.
Yes.
Feed me, Pike. I'm hungry. You're floating.
God, I love that movie so much.
Fun stuff.
So yeah, and I even will still listen to it, just randomly. But I played that CD in my room on repeat, like just a lot. So, all right, Casey, you ready to introduce yours and Chris's number ones? That's all we got left. Mine and Jean's have already been said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, then I'll gladly wrap up the episode by referencing the fact that we're going to talk about a CD that I played in my room all the time on repeat because it is.
CD, y'all must have been rich. I had to buy this bitch on cassette.
I had a job and I worked my ass off to buy the damn CD.
Yeah, I bought a cassette so I could listen to it in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would transfer it from CD to cassette so I could listen to it in the car because, but it's a movie that defined the early part of a generation. It's a soundtrack that definitely defined a generation. It is the greatest movie of all time. In my opinion, it is one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. It is the soundtrack to the movie starring Brandon Lee, The Crow.
Bro.
What?
Oh,
Was
shit, that's my
anybody-
number one.
Not.
That's your number one? Seriously? I had no idea.
Slap my ass and call me Sally. Couldn't be more shocked if I woke up with my face into the carpet tomorrow morning.
Exactly. You surprised?
Okay, so Casey, I got to ask you, what's your favorite track off that album?
I have to pick one.
Okay, pick two.
What's your
Because I
favorite?
can't pick one either.
I mean, you could go with easy choices like Burn.
Yeah.
You can go with one that most people aren't even going to think of, but it was a great fucking song with It Can't Rain All the Time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be the generic one and pick Big Empty.
Big Empty, God, I love that song. That movie's that song is played in the movie like 17 times.
Yeah. No, Big Empty is fucking great. The whole thing is fucking amazing. I mean,
yeah,
I can't just pick one. It's hard. That's what she said.
The Tenement Blues always just gets me to the right place.
Does it now?
We don't need to know that.
Whatever baby wants.
Whatever baby wants. No, Go the Tenement Blues is just, I don't know what it is about that song. It's just the bass line and the lyrics. It's just like nothing I'd heard before the first time I heard that song.
Yeah, I left that off. I wrote it down, but I didn't put it in my top 5 because I knew it would be both of y'all's number 1.
I mean, you do have at least a little bit of taste to fully accept the fact that at least we were going to share one, but evidently no, we're going to share a whole fucking list.
We only shared 4.
That was pretty incredible.
4
out of 5. Is that a record?
No, we shared the whole list one time.
Yeah.
We had the whole list in different orders.
Yeah.
Once.
It was crazy.
And I can't remember what it was.
I don't either. Now I want to try to remember what that was because that's crazy.
And by the way, just because I got a direct message and I'm not going to type it back, yes, Brandy, most like 80% of our list was the exact same and in the same spots. So,
yeah,
all but one, right?
Yeah.
That's great.
I think Chris had Mortal Kombat at 4, and I think I had it at 3.
Yeah.
Because I matched my number 4 with your number 4 or 5. One of the two.
5.
Well, so Chris, do you have any honorable mentions that we haven't talked about?
Several. Boomerang.
I had that.
Wayne's World.
I had that.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
If it had so much of it hadn't been overplayed, I might have put it in the top 5. New Jack City.
Oh, I didn't have that one.
Dangerous Minds.
I had that.
Judgment Night.
Didn't have that.
Judgment
Varsity
Night.
Blues.
Of course,
Judgment Night?
Blues.
Yeah.
But wasn't that 2000?
Judgment Night.
No, Varsity Blues.
No, I think it's 99.
It's 99.
Is it 99?
I think it just
It's
missed
like December of 99, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. 99. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to go back and check a couple because they were like, yeah. And then lastly, Twister.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Did not think of that one.
I didn't either. And I didn't think of Varsity Blues. Can't believe I didn't think of that. But all right, Jean.
Well, Empire Records, of course, was on my honorable mentions. Several that Chris named. Boys in the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Another one.
There was my last one.
Menace to Society. Another good one.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say any more, so Casey can have them.
Oh, well, Casey doesn't
No,
have any
because
more.
literally Boys in the Hood was the last honorable mention that I had.
Sorry, Betty.
Well, hey,
That's okay.
I mean, we all grew up in this decade. We've all seen pretty much all these movies. We have different tastes, but also similar tastes, and especially like with certain things. So I'm not surprised that we have a lot of overlap. What?
I just thought of another one that I can say that I can add to my list to make one so I can have one.
Okay.
1990, Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman.
Yeah, I had that on cassette. I do remember. That was a good one too. So I had, I guess, ones that we didn't talk about. Can't Hardly Wait. Reality Bites was a really good one. And this one people are going to hate on, but this movie got me through some hard times, so I don't care.
Fucking boats and hoes.
No, Hope Floats. It had a really good.
Hope Floats.
Yeah, me too.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your cup of tea. City of Angels was a really good soundtrack.
That was a really good one. Yeah.
This is really random, but Pure Country had a really good soundtrack. George
I
Strait.
mean, George Strait, hello.
Gross Point Blank almost made my
Yes.
top 5.
Fucking love that movie.
Yes. That's
It's one
a
of my
great
favorites.
movie. And a great soundtrack.
Hashtag coming soon on an evening at the movies.
I've been requesting it for a minute. And then I had
It's on the schedule.
I had like Boys in the Hood and Menace Society, but the one I was gonna pick that y'all didn't say was Above the Rim. I thought that soundtrack was just a little bit better than the other ones. So, but yeah, there's so many good ones. So yay! Well, all right. So that was a lot of fun, and I love when Casey and Chris match up on all their stuff.
Okay, new rule: when we do music top fives, Casey goes before me, so we can actually talk more during an episode.
I'm just eye candy.
He gets to talk a lot on all kinds of episodes. Yeah. He's fine.
Since y'all are on every single podcast episode of everyone's that there is.
but we're the busy ones.
We are the busy ones. You're
so
right.
busy. Yeah.
You're right. You got us.
I don't think busy was the right word, except for like Chris has been busy on the weekends a lot. But I think the main problem was, and this is not giving anybody shit, it was the time difference, because especially like Gene, like you guys like to go to bed early. Casey had to work until 7:00 our time. So it was just really hard to make it work during the week. So, it happens, but hey, let's take advantage of him being unemployed.
Hopefully not for much longer.
No, hopefully
luck,
not.
No, let's not take advantage of that.
All right. Well, Chris, tell people real quick about your podcast.
Okay, so I run the One Step Paintball podcast, where we talk about the sport, the culture, and the history of paintball. Got some episodes coming up. One recapping the event I just played this weekend. Also talking about the amazing gear giveaway I was able to do to get a young gun completely geared up from scratch. Also one coming up with Spencer Sunday, who's a professional paintball photographer. And one hopefully with a tournament promoter, depending on which one I can get a hold of first. And then I've got some more episodes planned down the road and some more event recaps as things move along.
Sweet. Did you watch that TikTok I sent you of the paintball thing down here?
I actually know some of the people working at that.
Oh, that looks really cool. I wish I could do paintball, then I would go do that.
Well, a lot of those zombie
hunts, would break your foot.
Yeah, well, a lot of those zombie expeditions are either guided to where they've got stuff cleared on the path, or some of them are you're in like a vehicle and the marker is just kind of permanently attached to the bus or whatever it is, and you're just shooting at the zombies as you drive past. So it's pretty low contact for the not zombies.
Not bad.
So look into the one at Cousins. I think they might have something like that, and it's not in that bad of a location to get to, as I remember. But yeah, it's a great intro, and it's a fun way to do something spooky for Halloween and get some aggression out at the same time.
Exactly. Well, Casey, why don't you briefly tell us what's coming up on an evening at the movies?
I don't do anything briefly, and you know better than to freaking say that.
Well, I have to pee, so be brief or I'm going to cut you off. Love you, mean it.
In the words of your favorite 90s movie, Clueless, whatever, we are currently smack dab in the middle of Halloween Horror Fest. That's all I'm going to say about that. But coming up in November, there will be an awful lot of Mount Sipmore on an evening at the movies in November, because we need to set down dates for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. We have Chris and Cassandra, and the rest of y'all are welcome for Galaxy Quest as well. Christmas movies in December, 200th episode coming up sometime between probably late December and February, and then our 3rd anniversary coming up on February 10th. Stay tuned. You can find us all over social media, and Literature Reapers drops the first and third-ish Monday of every month.
Awesome. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, Sip Lists don't really know what's coming up after this. I had a lot of episodes saved up, and then I got the Rona, and luckily I had all those, so I was able to still release episodes, but now I'm kind of like, I have like maybe 2 pre-recorded. So also check out Crime Rewind with me and Shanna. We're visiting cold cases every week and trying to bring new light to those. And yeah, other than that, I think we're good. Jean doesn't have a podcast. She just uses our podcast when she's not busy.
So busy, guys.
I know.
Oh, busy.
We need to get Jean a podcast.
No, we don't.
No, I think she's good.
No, we
I
don't.
love how
I think she's
she doesn't even
good.
think about that. No.
No.
Yeah.
No, thanks. I like
She's
my
a good
free time,
guest.
boys.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'm glad we got to do this. And thank you, everybody, for watching and listening and all that jazz. And when life gets tough, just keep sipping. Goodbye.
Bye.
Peace and hair grease.
God damn it.
Every fucking